Hi friends, today we're going to do a drip painting, and well, it's not really a painting. It's going to look like it's paint dripping down the sides, but it's really just marker. You could do this with pencil, crayon, pastels, whatever you have, but it's just a fun, quick, easy art activity. You can do this with a friend, you could do this alone, you could explore different art palettes as far as your colors go, and I'm going to show you how to make these layers of drips, and then you can choose how you paint each drip to show that it is cohesive and together. So maybe you just want to use the cool colors, maybe you want to stick with black and white, you can do rainbow colors, maybe you want to stick with just the warm colors. So you choose how you want to do this. Alright, so this is the final outcome. How do we start? Well, take a marker. Now I'm going to use a washable black marker. If you don't have that, use a crayon, you can use a pencil, you can use a permanent marker. If you're going to be coloring in though with markers, I would lean more towards the permanent marker to do the lines with, simply because your permanent marker is not going to pick up your yellow when you go to color this in. If you use washable markers, it's putting ink down in this paper and it's not set. It's not going to stick into this paper. You can lift it back up with moisture. Well, the ink is the moisture. So when you use your yellow marker or your orange or whatever color it is, it can actually pick up the black ink that's there and put it in your marker. You can see that happens a little bit here with these little lines and smears. Over on this side, you can see I didn't quite go to the edge of the black when I was coloring in because I didn't want to pick up that. So however you start this, keep in mind how you're going to finish it, because it might change how you're using your materials and what materials you choose to use. Alright, the first strip, I'm going to start at the top. I'm just going to do kind of like an upside down wavy mountain. And then you fill in, following those same waves as much as you can. And these will end up being the different colored layers that you fill in with those colors, or just leave it black and white. That's your choice, but go all the way off. Alright, now that you have done that one, you can start filling in some of the others. And these lines are going to go all the way off the page and then just touch into what you have already done, because we don't want it to cross over into that. And this one doesn't seem to be quite as wavy, and that's okay. When you start adding those colors, it makes a big difference. I think I'll add another drip over here. This one will be a little bit bigger. So you can do as many of these drips as you would like to. You can just make one big one and cut it out, and then do another one and cut it out, and when you're done you can layer them to make your own collage, and that could be kind of cool. Let's just do a little one here. And this one's going to come all the way off that page. And I got one more to do over to the side. Let's see, we'll make that drip go there. That means I've got two more to do. Then we'll do another one that's going off over here. So imagine you're finishing those lines off at the bottom. There you have it. So all you do is you choose one drip. I start at the top and work my way down. The other way you can do this I'll fill in one layer for you. Choose a drip and go to the very bottom layer of that drip and then color that one in and work your way up. Now, this is how I usually color in my drips. I like to go along the inside line, nice and careful. I use the wide edge of the marker, and I do that on both sides, turning my paper because it's easier to do it that way. Simple things like turning your paper can make art so much easier. And you can see I'm not quite getting to the edge. I can go back and carefully fill that in. And then I'm going to fill in the middle. And I like to continue those lines because that's what a drip would do. I'm going to go nice and slow with my ink because your paper is acting like a sponge. It has to have time to actually soak it up. So once you have finished one layer to this drip, then you can start to work your way up to all the other layers on top of it. And this kind of gives you an easier frame to work in. Then you would move to your next drip and start going all the way up. Again, the next one would be here. Let me scooch that up some. So this one is here, and follow it all the way up, and then you can just keep working on. So when you finish, it will end up as a unique piece of art. It is only your own, and you've had a little bit of fun. And this is really good for your brain too. It helps your brain relax, helps your brain just kind of reset, and that will carry over to make your learning a lot easier and your friendships a lot easier too. Alright, thanks for joining me today. Hope you have fun, and I'll see you later.